Ok, je suis de retour. On verra ce que ça va donner. Allez la manette, allez.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break.
C'est mieux là?
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers.
Merci à toi d'avoir réglé le problème.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply own.
En effet, j'étais à 600 d'encodage, j'ai mis 1800. Ça a l'air un peu mieux.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for
Ouais,
the
coach
Hawks.
Twitch. Le Tecos.
out there with Teague, then it's Jones.
Bon, par contre, ça règle pas les problèmes de manette là.
Back to Smith. Up top Morris. Shot clock at 5. Here's Green. It's good from about 19 feet. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
Beautiful high release on that jump shot. Green had a guy draped all over him, but his mechanics came through.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule.
Là, faut savoir c'est que j'ai le joystick à fond vers l'avant.
Very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box.
C'est terrible, faut que je m'en rachète une manette.
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Here's Bembry. No points in the game yet for him.
Avance! C'est pas pratique, hein. C'est même fatigant.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up.
Je vais la balancer dans le mur. Il a mis fin à la carrière de LeBron James. Ah non, il est là. C'est HG. Ah, nickel, on a réglé ce fameux problème. Rien. Je crois même que ça pourrait être augmenté perso. On verra. Oh, tu sais, ici on n'est pas très modeste en général, hein. Même moi, des fois je suis modeste parce que ça fait mieux en société, mais je peux être pas plus, je peux plus
a priority to get to the offensive glass, along with tons more field goal attempts in their offense, and that's been giving some defenses fits.
Un peu plus, t'inquiète pas, mon PC c'est une bête de machine et Mako, je suis sur ma 4G.
Young against Waiters. Here's Herder.
Là, c'est ma manette qu'il faut qu'elle tienne, sa grand-mère la pute, là.
That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. The pass to Herder. Outside Collins. Over Howard. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounds.
Il s'amuse et moi j'ai le joystick vers l'avant, tu sais. Et j'espère que mon perso touchera sa grand-mère. C'est terrible d'en être arrivé là. J'ai tout essayé, ça me casse les couilles. Attends, je vais changer de manette. Je vais prendre une manette où le joystick part naturellement vers l'avant. Parce que toutes mes manettes elles sont cassées. Ah merde, c'est pas celle-là. Bon bah flemme. Je reprends celle-là. Non, c'est la manette. Bah je peux tenter de relancer le jeu hein, mais c'est la manette.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce?
Hop là. Bon alors, est-ce qu'elle marche? Ouais, tu vois, là, c'est... Je peux me déplacer comme je veux vers l'avant.
The Lakers coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. We are nearly ready for the tip.
Well, guys.
David, fantastic report, thank you. Greg, you wonder if that conversation has actually made these two tighter, or if it's just kind of a band-aid over the existing wound.
You know, I've gotten the sense things weren't completely.
Do things get more chippy as the season
Du coup, là, je suis en train de perdre le match. Je l'ai relancé et on perd. Ça me fait comme sur Football Manager. Quand je crache sur Football Manager, ça se passe toujours moins bien après le crash qu'avant.
You know what? I keep seeing you every day, and I don't like how it is that I'm playing, and I don't like where we are right now. It's cold in this gym.
Ouais, pas trop d'écart, mais je gagnais de 20 points, quoi, tu sais.
That might spill over occasionally to competition on the floor.
Well, because my wife plays this game, watches our broadcast,
yeah.
I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
I'm looking at you, Kevin, and I cannot
Et le
believe you
N1.
just said that.
I can't believe she's playing it.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Markieff Morris is checked in for Davis, and it's Green in for Dion Waiters. Here's Teague, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Stellar effort from Jeff Teague, gets contact on his way to the rim.
And the first one drops. And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level
Et
of
voilà.
play.
You know,
Ça se passait très bien, il a fait le faute connard, il a fait une faute.
Just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
Green deciding where to go with it. Here's the three. Los Angeles keeps
Allez,
it
Maurice.
going. A new 14-second shot clock. Morris with the bucket.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Teague.
Ah super, maintenant c'est vers l'arrière qu'il veut pas aller.
This matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the
Je
season.
m'en rachèterais vraiment une manette. Hein. C'est terrible ça. C'est injouable. Puis c'est pas le seul jeu manette avec lequel j'ai des problèmes. Genre Trackmania, j'étais emmerdé. F1 avant d'acheter un volant, j'étais emmerdé.
That one misses. And the Lakers take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win
Quoi?
against the Kings.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad
Comment
shots.
ça mon ref
Saw
là?
the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
To the left side wing. Green, the pass to Morris. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't
Et
finish.
voilà, il rate. Le problème, tu vois, c'est que si tu joues mal, ton équipe entière elle va jouer mal parce qu'il pue sa race.
From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. On
Ah
his
là
first
là.
quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Lakers lead by one. Live from the Staples Center, you're
Comme ça, on
watching
gagne 2, hein.
2K Sports.
Ouais, bah c'est chiant que ce soit comme ça dans les jeux. Je rêve d'un jeu où je me ferais carry à toutes les games, tu sais. Un jeu pas fatigant où on peut
And
s'amuser.
let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Markieff Morris is out there with Smith. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Green. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. The Hawks trail by 3. Teague, the pass to Fernando. Teague with
Ouais,
the
c'est de
ball.
la merde.
And McGee picks him up defensively. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a three-point play.
C'est de la grosse merde. Bon, ça va, c'est bon. on gagne.
1:21 left in the first half. Kuzma outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. From deep.
Et ouais, on
Collins
rate.
grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds.
J'ai un meneur de
now in
jeu,
the
je sais
game.
pas ce qu'il branle, il est censé
Inside.
faire décaler là.
That's good from Teague
La
on the
défense.
assist from Reddish. And that's now 9 points for Teague.
Well, nice to see Jeff Teague get down in there on the inside and come up with a bucket.
Kuzma kicks to Green. Passes it to Waiters. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Clock at 6. The tray. They get it again. McGee uses the glass to
Voilà,
finish
il est
the
temps
Lakers.
que quelqu'un prenne les
McGee's
responsabilités
got
sur
the
un
lead up to
shoot.
7 now for the Lakers.
Quitte à foutre en l'air les stats, il faut que quelqu'un le fasse.
Shooting the ball.
Pass to Collins. He kicks to Reddish. Picked away. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop.
And
Wow.
you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
To the inside. And finish.
Mais pas rupture défensive là-dessus. Je suis pas d'accord.
Nope, he is only concerned right now is getting the points on the board. And I
C'est
don't
pas
mean
moi qui ai
style
libéré mon vis-à-vis. Hein.
Shots good by Waiters.
It's a thing of
Moi, j'ai
beauty
dû
when it
suivre,
goes in. Waiters with his own style from deep.
L'autre joueur, il a décidé d'aller prendre mon joueur. Du coup, j'ai dû changer d'aggro. Ça, c'est un truc qui est trop mal fait. Les IA dans ce jeu, elles sont trop débiles. Oh, leur cerveau.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this. It's a completely new group for Los Angeles. On the court for Atlanta, Clint Capella is out there with Jones. Then there's Hunter. Then there's Teague. And it's Bembry in at the shooting guard position. And out of bounds as the
Ah,
Lakers
sortie de
gain
balle.
possession. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Tuesday, they'll be matching
Attends, on
up with
affronte deux fois
Chris
les
Paul
Thunder.
and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that matchup
Ok,
against
ici,
the Grizzlies, It's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
So the wing on the left. And the pass to Green. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here.
Mais il a raté ça comme un bouffon.
And even with good
Je parle pas beaucoup,
coverage
je suis à côté, t'inquiète, je fais ce que tu veux, mon pote.
he has confidence to drill the three. And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's
Il joue quand
bring
même
it over to David
correctement.
Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent in the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players.
J'ai un gros problème avec les 3 points. Je marque jamais. C'est terrible.
And Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. DA, thank you as always. On the wing, Green. Kuzma passes to Smith, puts it up.
Smith.
The Lakers rebound. Hawks shooting 43% from the field. Here's Teague, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
McGee, and a lot of
Voilà,
contact on that
passement
one,
faute.
so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Clint Capella.
Clearly a foul.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second.
Petit 21 points d'avance là.
There's 10 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Young. From deep. The long distance.
Il l'a mis. Quelle enflure.
Young's got 16 points. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it tough to come back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Incroyable.
There's a way to break down the defense with the handle, or you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Davis.
Allez.
And there's Dion Waiters. And there's JaVale McGee. I often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately, in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is
Voilà les 3
when
points.
that
C'est ça
player
qu'on
has
veut.
the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player
Recto
knows what he's
sniper.
going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players
Quoi,
around the
rupture?
player. That's
Non
where
mais
you
c'est
can
Trae
make it
Young.
happen.
That's interesting.
Le mec il récupère la balle au milieu de
You
terrain,
can
il pourrait
see
marquer,
and
c'est
maybe
une
feel
construction
right now him
défensive.
getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the
Ce
second
jeu il
three
est
of the half.
dégueulasse. Ces ruptures défensives elles sont vraiment codées avec le cul. Les mecs ils ont fermé leurs yeux.
Trae Young, the first product of the Steph Curry. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. If there is any concern for Anthony Davis, it's that early in his career
Anthony
he has
Davis
dealt
il
with
a
a lot
un
of
niveau
injuries.
shoot
But Brent, he does play a
dégueulasse.
high-impact style.
You think so, Kevin? He's one of the top 5 players in the league.
Quelle
And
horrible
his
personne.
position is absolutely exemplary. You think about it, 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans and 13 playoff games to show for it. A change of scenery, an opportunity in Los Angeles to play with LeBron James. It's going to be interesting to see where it is his career goes from with this move.
Clock at 2. Herter, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Right side, Rondo. Brent, a lot of teams are paying that luxury tax, and that is tough things for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you have for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Jacks up a 3, and again it's the
Quel écran!
And one team is just completely outclassing the other.
Oh là, la
Spirited
totale.
performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in
Ouh, il l'a
every
mangé.
facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
It doesn't go for him. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Au
To the
niveau
middle.
shoot, il est
Here's
risible.
Fernando. And a
C'est
beautiful
vraiment
feed leads
terrible
to a monster jam.
de puer sa race comme ça.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understand
Avance!
this guys has an opportunity.
Bordel!
Rondo against T. Fires the 3. They get it back. LeBron outside. The 3. It's off.
Ça rentrera
And so
jamais.
it's the Lakers taking
Ça me
care of
casse
business
les
here.
couilles.
They won this game going away.
Mon niveau au
They were the
shoot,
better basketball
la manette
team
qui
by
bug,
tonight.
And you gotta
y a rien
commend
qui va. Putain, ça fout le démon. Ah, faut que j'aille récupérer une ancienne organisation aussi.
Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Voilà, c'est sur sa bite de Che.
What's your name? What's your name? You're a star, Brooklyn.
Voilà, les fans m'aiment bien.
Yo, listen up. I want to handle the game ball real quick. Now, I think we all know who earned it, right? Come up here, man.
Hey.
You busted your behind tonight on both sides of the floor. Nice work, man.
Ouais, libre en homme du match.
Good job, boy.
Après voilà, ça va être chaud de choper le ballon d'homme du match avec LeBron dans l'équipe. Hein. On va prendre celui-là. Et celui-là, on va prendre... On va prendre les rebonds, tiens. Premier match face au KC.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy.
Ça a intérêt à bien se
Now, the
passer.
sports guy is your nickname, but if you're a player.
And as things get... David, thanks for that. You know, Jay, no stranger to controversy.
And I can see the reasoning from both sides. I don't think Jay tries to be a lightning rod for controversy, but...
Adjusting to the NBA game for this latest class of rookies, Doris. Always growing pains, a feeling out process. It's always interesting to watch that being put together.
Il ne compte pas la passe D là. Honteux.
Welcome to the NBA moments as a rookie. Certainly you might take your lumps here and there, but this is a talented young group. Can't wait to see what they do.
I can't either.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Sinks the three.
Voilà, les 3 points directement.
He likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Ça plaisante pas ici. Plus 1500 fans, direct.
Raiders against Schroeder. Gallinari kicks to Ferguson. Misses the wing J.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Got that bucket in no time at all. He has 5.
Just not much you can do when he gets the ball that close to the bucket. It's lights out.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City, trailing by 5. Last game match.
Descend.
Tough loss there.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
James looking it over. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Waiters passes to James. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Davis. Shoots from the elbow. Gallinari with the rebound.
Vas-y, il m'a tendu un piège en me la donnant au moment où il faut tirer.
Lets it go with the 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
McGee, and
bien McGee
is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Très fort.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Schroeder. Here's Ferguson. James covering. Ferguson misses.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
A free-flowing first
bon,
quarter.
on repart dans ces travers. Hein,
lead by 4.
on rate encore.
And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
On rate encore les 3 points. Alors que j'ai augmenté mes stats de 3 points au maximum. Hein. C'est vraiment terrible ce qui se passe.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate.
C'est trop con, j'étais démarqué. Oh, j'avais un angle turbo ouvert. Et bah c'est trop tard, bah voilà.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Steven Adams.
Et ouais, bah fallait me la donner quand j'avais l'angle démarqué, pas quand j'étais pris, putain. Qu'est-ce qu'ils sont cons. Mais pourquoi je jouais meneur? Il est là le problème aussi. Je suis pas un meneur. Bande de gros débiles. Je suis un putain d'arrière. Me casse pas les couilles.
Now Gallinari, 7 points in the game. Robertson finds Gallinari. Shot clock at 5 to stop the run.
Oh, il l'a mangé. Avance, 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 avance. Je ne vois pas partie de l'action parce que la manette n'a pas décidé. Super. Maintenant on recule.
Robertson dishes to Adams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Waiters. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 17. Pass to McGee. Right side Davis. Pass to Waiters. Three-pointer. And the last shot before the buzzer.
Putain, jamais je marquerai. J'ai pas le droit au bonheur, putain. Je suis maudit.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed. The group getting ready for Oklahoma City. They've got Morris. He's out there with JaVale McGee. J.R. Smith out there with Kyle Kuzma. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Kick out to Adams.
Alors, il n'y a pas de quitte son poste, c'est surtout arrêter la contre-attaque, mais vas-y, si tu veux.
Schroeder outside. McGee with the block. Smith against Schroeder. Passes to McGee. Over Robertson. Almost.
Comment tu rates ça?
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
And the Lakers with another turnover.
Il a perdu la balle.
Fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
Ah putain, le banc des Lakers, c'est pas un cadeau.
See someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D. Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Ouah, ils ont un sacré niveau, c'est très grave.
Los Angeles leading by 20. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. 7 points in the
Allez,
game.
maintenant repart, recule, recule.
As aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Je vais me battre. Hein. Je croise un mec dans la rue, je vais lui mettre un coup de tête. Hein.
12 seconds left to play in the third. Schroeder with the ball. From deep three-point range. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Los Angeles cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating, looking to get ahead in their
Là, ça a
career
bien joué, là.
Well, first and foremost, I've been
Il
very
l'a donné au
lucky,
bon
Kevin.
moment.
The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you
Il l'a
work.
mise.
I have seen you
Oh, le bâtard.
prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Mike Muscala out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Robertson. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 slot. To the paint. Kicks it to McGee. He dishes it to Waiters. Releases. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Il pue sa
He's
race.
got 6 rebounds in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Robertson's got his first bucket of the night.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position.
C'est
Schroeder
même très grave de puer
identifying an
autant.
open
Putain,
teammate.
ça me
Los Angeles
dégoûte.
calls timeout. And Doris, even though Schroeder changed roles when he was traded from Atlanta to the Thunder. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Doris, you and I love history.
Oh, la faute.
And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Davis et
When you
Howard.
allow good scores to get
J'aime beaucoup ce que je viens de voir.
shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Voilà,
Greg,
l'interception.
to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night
Oh là là,
long.
passe avant une faute, passe décisive. Tout est bien là-dessus.
What can happen?
Absolutely, Greg.
Carton
That
place,
makes the
section.
turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Green comes
Oh non,
in for
Kuzma.
LeBron.
At this point for Dwight Howard in his career, it's about being efficient. I mean, we know he can grab rebounds, play defense. He's just got to stay aggressive and efficient on the offensive end.
Dort passes to Nader. And too long on the shot.
Et hop, je suis rebond.
Lakers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a
Et voilà.
dominating performance.
Ça joue sous
for
le
the
panier.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win
C'est une
across the
stratégie qui
board to
fonctionne
deliver
bien.
out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight.
Ce dernier
setting
carton
the
se passe
tone
mieux.
in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding
Voilà les
guys
15
when they
points.
would flash open. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Pass to Baisley. Here's Schroeder. No good, unable to end this run.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show.
C'est pas allé que je voulais passer.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Burton. Green with the block.
I'll tell you, for a two-guard, Danny Green gets a ton of blocks. Great use of his length.
Oh non!
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved
30 points
every
d'avance.
minute of it.
And you know, this game
branlée,
could
on appelle ça
really
dans le milieu.
be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Tonight, folks, for Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
Hey, Jay, I got a media request for you, radio.
Okay.
Oh, ça y est, on commence les interviews là.
You're going to put these on?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah, he's here. Jay, you're on.
Okay. Jay, welcome into the show. You're on with Hank and the Hornet. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So you're pretty new to this, Jay. I'm just wondering, how do you see yourself fitting in with the team going forward? What's your role going to be?
My role is just to do what I have to do to get us some wins. You know, we have some great fans here, and I really just want to make them proud.
So what's been the most surprising thing about being an NBA player?
I mean, the most surprising aspect would have to be the travel. And, you know, going into it, you know it's a lot of travel, but until you really go through it, you really realize, man, it's a lot. So I would say the travel, and it's pretty crazy.
Good stuff, Jay. Well, I tell you what, we'll let you get back to the locker room, but thank you for joining us.
Hey, no problem, bro.
Keep it real, broski.
Good stuff, Rick.
Thanks, homie. What's up, bro? Yeah. That was unfortunate.
Match à 15 points. Correct. On rejoue contre OKC, mais avant on va augmenter un peu ses stats. Dans les mouvements au poste. Alors on est déjà à 80 de général.
Man, this year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans.
20 points. Ouais, j'ai mis à peu près 7000 VC de points là.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Histoire de taper les 80 de général.
And
Le meilleur déplacement au poste. Pour se démarquer plus facilement. Là, faut qu'on gagne au back-to-back là. Cette fois-ci, on est à OKC.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it. Hey, Dave. They bring that physicality. Thank you, David. Well, with the new season underway, we get a look at the new class to enter the league with the rookie race. All these rookies have done a good job adjusting to the NBA. Clark, no doubt you've been through this many times. The regular season is a grind. I think you said that before. Do the veteran players need to teach the young guys how to handle that schedule?
I clearly think, Kevin, that the veterans can be helpful, but there's nothing like first-hand experience, and you really have to experience the length and the grueling nature of the season to understand how you best can weather the schedule, but veterans certainly can be helpful.
Is there a rookie wall, Clark? Is that true?
Yeah, I think there is one. Clearly, I hit it, and most rookies that I've talked to during my time and beyond find a period in that season when they bump into that wall.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Lakers working the ball around now. Paul against Waiters. For three. Shot clock at 6.
Oh là là. Des fois, putain, ça met des grosses feintes comme ça, je suis maudit.
The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Ils perdent la balle connement.
And the Thunder with some changes. Mike Muscala comes in for Andre Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Gilgeous Alexander. Smith checked in for Los Angeles.
Je suis encore meneur, non? C'est ça le délire. J'en ai marre de jouer meneur, je fais un putain d'arrière, laissez-moi tranquille. J'ai déjà fait toute une carrière en meneur, j'en veux plus. Je fais 9h12 du rôle de meneur.
Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Voilà, passe des bam.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still
je l'ai mangé.
I agree with you. The feet to Paul. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. The pass to Smith. 5 on the clock, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala.
Bien Muscala
That
à
is
la
his first
faute là.
foul of the game. $15 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Davis. Clock at 6. Dishes to Smith. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Oui.
Intensity right off the opening tip.
Ah, 3 points là.
On the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns.
Il fait plaisir celui-là.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that
Oh,
bad
la
blood
faute.
you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
Teams will make substitutions. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
You know, with LeBron coming to LA, the Lakers trying to speed
27
up
points
their
d'avance.
timeline. I mean, the roster
On est à peine à la
never
fin du
quite
deuxième
got
quart-temps, ça se passe
gelled.
très bien.
The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable run.
Davis throws it down.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Now Paul. 9 points in the game so far. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 11. And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment, but remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500, but the injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season.
Both shots good from the stripe. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground.
Donc on voit pas ma passe incroyable juste avant qui a traversé tout le terrain.
Not only in finishing with finesse, but power too.
Steps back and shoots.
Oh.
And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 6 in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Trying to get open is Davis. Off target from 3-point range. That's good from Paul on the assist by Adams. Adams has got 3 assists now in this one. And the Lakers have possession. Kuzma finds Smith. Shoots. And he gets that
voilà.
off the front iron.
Des tirs dans le mouvement qui passe là, ça fait plaisir.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very teams making some changes here. The Thunder have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move.
Je pourrais pas être l'homme du match encore parce que LeBron James prend toute la vedette.
On the free throw, no
C'est ça le
good.
point négatif à rejoindre les Lakers, c'est laisse tomber pour s'imposer.
What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start.
C'est pas dans un genre de tir que je
Because there's so much
m'impose,
spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions, but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. Schroeder looking around. Three-pointer. And he's good.
Il a vraiment du mal par contre. Genre les déplacements ça va mieux mais rate pas ça. Comment j'ai des stats si tu rates des tirs aussi simples?
Nader the pass to Schroeder, and there's the call on James.
Oh, il rend fou, il rend fou.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Morris, and J.R. Smith's subbed in for Danny Green. Here's Adams. Pass to Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. Ferguson for 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's James. Stolen. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball. Kuzma outside. Good. Kuzma's got 16 points.
You know, for such a young player, Kuzma has a tremendous amount of confidence and seems to be comfortable no matter where he is and what the circumstance is.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read
C'est moi la
of
passe
the
du
defense.
match.
I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Ferguson out there with Muscala, and it's Adams and it's
petit panier là.
lineup out there for the Thunder.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's all in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, a magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
Pulls up on the wing, and against the jumper drop. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ball against Waiters. Uncovered. That one good.
Il a trop de mal à se déplacer.
Awareness of Chris Paul. Gotta respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Pass to Waiters. Green deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Let's go. Doesn't go for him. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much
il le met. C'est quoi cette précision de fou?
A clinic was put on display.
Moi aussi je veux ça.
Here today.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And I felt like by making those sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series now. This win will move them to 2-0 on the season with 2 left to play against Oklahoma City.
And what a tremendous standout performance
13
it
points,
was
reste à
for
100%
Anthony
lancé
Davis.
franc, ça bouge
Tell you
pas.
what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And then for Los Angeles, Murray's checked in for Howard. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Waiters. Green, whistle blows.
Allez, passe avant une faute, passe décisive, tout est bien dans cette action.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Caldwell Pope outside. Murray kicks to Green. Fires from the corner. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both.
That'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
13 points, 3 passes D. 1 contre, 2 rebonds.
Hey, good game, fellas. Good game, Playboy. Good game. Sarge, what's up?
I see you.
You see me? Good game.
It's all right.
Tu sais, je commence à vraiment faire partie de l'équipe là.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
Je m'en fous.
Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Chad.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
See you later. Je m'en bats les entraînements. Putain, on est en 13-2. Putain, on raffronte les Mavericks.
The NBA 2K.
We've got a nice little winning streak.
On a foutu les Grizzlies. Grizzlies qui nous avaient battus. Hein.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the
Je suis
season.
toujours pas dans le 5 majeur. Le but, ça va vraiment être de battre, de prendre la place de Waiters.
Right
Hein.
now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the Brooks checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Well, you
Pour
look
ça,
at
faudrait
the
qu'ils arrêtent de
luxury
me faire
tag
rentrer en tant que
structure,
meneur.
Smitty. It's now more expensive than ever to maintain a championship contending roster.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's a choice of a lot of these organizations. Some owners want to do it, some don't. But I think if you want to win a championship,
Putain, mais laisse-moi faire ma passe.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Seeing the Grizzlies making a change here. Clark's checked in.
Et voilà, perte de balle. Bah ouais.
Out left to the wing. LeBron outside. Clock at 4. Over Winslow. The shot by LeBron, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Memphis moving it around. And Brooks gets it to go.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Well, you have to like their work on
Je vous en supplie, arrêtez de me faire jouer comme meneur. C'est pas mon poste. C'est pas mon poste, meneur. Mettez-moi à ma place, en arrière.
And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. And then for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis. Smith comes in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Dion Waiters. Jones finds Brooks. Now Jang. There's the pass to Clark. Shoots over Kuzma. No good from Clark. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Out to Kuzma. Here's Green.
Oh, cet écran incroyable. Le roi de l'écran.
Here's Clark. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Memphis owing a pick to Boston. Rumor was they hoped it would convey this summer rather than rolling over to the 2020 draft.
Moving up to number 2, not a bad outcome.
Ah, te v'là, toi.
With a potential star in
Où t'étais
Ja
passé, ma
Morant.
gueule.
They've got another key player for their rebuild.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
The 10-footer.
Oh, je rate des paniers comme ça me fout des... Je faisais le vers les cams, Sparky. Oh, Sparky va stream.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Passes it to Brooks. Launches a 3.
Ça peut-être, ouais. C'est cool, c'est nice. Hein.
The 19-foot shot. Basket.
Let's go. Voilà, 2 points. Tu vois, t'arrives, je marque des paniers. T'es ma muse.
6 seconds left here in the first quarter. On its way from Clark for 2. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter.
Après le match, je vais aller chercher genre quelque chose à graille.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So the Lakers 5 right now.
Allez, la manette.
They've got
Voilà.
Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Markieff Morris. Green is out there with Smith. And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
Il rate son lancer franc. T'as pas le droit, bonhomme. 45-35, on approche de la fin du deuxième quart-temps.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
Le 3 points.
He's got 5.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
McGee with the block.
La défense.
Waiters with the ball. Now guarded by Winslow.
Le 3 points.
And the Lakers lead by 15.
Tu me portes chance, Ayrou.
Jackson, the youngest player in the league. He seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game.
L'interception.
A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping.
La bonne passe. Depuis tout à l'heure, je fais des matchs de merde. T'arrives, je fais le plus beau match de la journée.
That one is off.
A guy who's won almost every award in the book. LeBron does as much for the NBA off the court as he does on it.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And that one's good, Morant.
C'était pas mon défenseur, je m'en
fous. So shifty and controls the pace. Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
And waiters, here we go. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Winslow, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Morant. Back to Brooks. Fires from deep. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. James wide open. They get the rebound. McGee off with the layup.
Putain, c'est bon, comme si on l'avait passé, j'en ai tellement.
Lakers lead by 13. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
B-, 60% au tir, 2 sur 2 aux 3 points. C'est l'effet héros, ça.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorky Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. Brooks checked in for Justice Winslow. And Jones subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Clark is out there with Brooks. Then it's Jones. Then it's Morant. And it's Jang in at the
Oh là 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 là.
That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Out of town, the 2018
Cette réussite.
Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent. It's the ceiling.
Oh là,
I think
juste
Jaren
le baiser.
Jackson
Il
Jr.,
rate.
Marvin Bagley, those guys have so much room to grow. The Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those two have a lot
c'est une branlée, là.
of room to grow, and they're already good.
J'ai déjà 11 points marqués.
David Aldridge is reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, I always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport. Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Los Angeles leading by 18. Smith outside. Kuzma outside. Back to Smith. Now here is McGee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he comes up with the deuce.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Je fais un match de fou.
Here's Clark, covered by Morris. Jones, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Smith finds McGee, takes a three, and it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 20. It's Brooks.
Allez la manette jusqu'au bout. Ne me lâche pas maintenant.
Pass to Morant. Here's Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Now here's Morant. He started close. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Memphis. And then for the Lakers. Murray's checked in for Morris. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Smith. Back to Murray. To the left wing. Over to the left wing. And it's Waiters at the elbow. Unloads. And again, no good by the Lakers. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los
Allez,
Angeles
le dernier
Lakers.
carton.
His production has
On
been
mène de 20
full
points.
as he's tallied 20 points.
Pour l'instant, le match est
And
acquis.
it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Maintenant, on va jouer les stats.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes.
Et voilà, il y a les Brown James à plus de 20 points déjà.
Los Angeles making a switch here.
C'est chaud de jouer
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up
pour
for the
l'homme du
Memphis
match
Grizzlies.
contre un mec comme ça.
So
Dans
for
ton
the
équipe.
Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard. That's Rajon Rondo.
Oh, comment il les mange. Il a sa 4e faute perso. Hein.
First one falls for him. The Grizzlies making
Encore
a
2
switch
fautes,
here.
il est exclu.
Winslow's checked in. And so Jackson nails both of them.
Attention à toi, les Browns.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. James outside. To the middle. Here's Davis.
Et la passe décisive.
Davis finishing it off.
Voilà, on augmente les stats
They're
comme
in
ça.
total command of this game with time starting to run out.
The reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Jackson passes to Melton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, il a raté ça et mes stats.
The Grizzlies trail by 20.
Avance, avance,
And
avance,
as we
avance,
head to the
avance,
final
avance.
buzzer here, a crushing
Va à ton
blowout.
poste.
Big time
Allez.
dominance, and this
Oh,
will
la
go in the
manette, elle
record
souffle.
books as a gaudy
Je
win
la sens.
for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game
Pue sa mère, voilà,
that
LeBron
not
qui
many
force sa
will
passe.
soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the
Il avait
season.
40 minutes pour me faire la passe, il me l'a fait au pire moment. Du coup, bah fuck
Winning
LeBron. Hein.
both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Davis.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas.
Voilà.
Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Yeah, they've sucked
Les 15
the
points
energy
marqués
out of this arena.
par
Tremendous
Che.
effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Pass to Valanciunas. He kicks to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Allen, that's good.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was
J'ai pas
this
cette shot,
effort
moi.
earlier on.
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now,
je suis une merde.
or has their opponent taken the
Je fais la
rest
pire
of the
passe.
night off?
And there's Jackson on the assist by Jones.
And I love the confidence with which Jackson plays. Even when the D is bodying him up, he just powers through it.
Lets the 3 fly.
Et le 3 points.
And the Lakers
C'est
lead
rattrapé directement.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
So
Un
it's
match à
Los
18
Angeles
points.
winning this one easily.
Je suis plutôt
A
satisfait.
resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
« 18 points, 0 rebond, une passe décisive.
Hey, Jay. I got a request from Hank and the Hornet. You good to go?
Ça y est, je commence à être la coqueluche des médias, ça parle un peu de moi partout. Je prends tout ça.
Jay, welcome in. You're on with Hank and the Hornet.
Get real or get stung.
Yeah, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, I'm good, man.
Awesome. So I want to ask you about your growth as a player. You have come a long way since the beginning of the season. I'm just wondering, who's most responsible for that?
Hey, that's a good question, man. I'm gonna have to go with Coach.
Okay, why is that?
Because, man, you know, the level of faith he has in me as a player, it allows me to do my thing.
That's all it takes. Faith. Man, I keep believing I'm gonna win the lottery, but I am rolling snake
Moins
eyes,
1000 fans,
buddy.
on s'en
No
fout.
dice.
I mean, what else you want me to say?
We don't want you to say anything, Jay. We're just asking questions, man.
It doesn't sound like you're asking a question. Hey, what is that?
Looks like we got some beef brewing.
No, man, look, it's no beef, man. I'm just saying, you know, Coach really helped me out. So, I don't have any beef with you two.
Of course not, Jay. Just ignore him, okay? He's not housebroken.
I got you.
Tu vois, ça, c'est comme ça quand t'es pas habitué au métier. Tu te chies dessus à la radio.
Hey, for sure, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Bah tant mieux, c'est plus beau qu'hier.
Jay, talk about your defense a little. What helped you lead the team in steals tonight?
Winning the turnover battle is huge, Patty. So I'm always trying to get my hands on the ball. And in general, I think my defense awareness is getting better too. So I'm able to see the ball, see my man, and read the offense at a high level.
Great, thanks, Jay.
All good. Ted, good man.
Ça commence à parler de moi partout là. Ok, je reviens, je chercher de quoi graille. Puis après, on tape les Spurs de Théo. J'arrive. Ouais, le logo flou, on s'en bat les couilles. Voilà.
Welcome to the special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K.
Brutal news for Paul George today as we learn his injury is going to keep him sidelined for the foreseeable future. Prayers up.
Putain, j'aurais pas marqué.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Tonight.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. PA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, the retirement's
a proud franchise. Thank you, David. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's
Commence
think
encore
about
sur le
Houston
banc.
last year. With the injuries, you don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important, and usually veteran teams know that first.
Changes here for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for game. Bryn Forbes comes in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Outside, Davis. Whoops, anticipated.
Quoi, mauvais appel de balle, c'est lui qui fait une passe de merde.
Here is Forbes. He's
D'accord avec ça, moi.
From 13, Mills can't hit.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Rondo passes to LeBron. Back to Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And Mills kicks to Forbes. Passes it to Poeltl. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him.
Oh!
Able to get that one.
Il a encore moins de shot que moi.
Leading by 9. Here's James.
Oh, il l'a mangé.
James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. .46 seconds left in the first. The pass to Poeltl. 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Launches it. Offensive rebound, Spurs. And
oh, il les mange.
It back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, that's a good
Et la
chance
passe
he'll get a
décisive.
hand on it. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
But you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Now DeRozan out to the wing.
Oui, c'est pas juste, il bougeait pas. Et je prends 2 kills de son poste parce que je pars manger un Mars.
How about the defensive instincts of McGee? I mean, it's so impressive. He's gifted at positioning himself and using his length to throw shooters.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and
Je vais pas
ready to
demander la
go
balle.
for the start of the second quarter. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Mills. Trey Lyles out there with DeRozan.
C'était évident que je t'ai pas démarqué.
And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Spurs trailed by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Mills kicks to Forbes. McGee with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
San Antonio calls
on va taper un petit tuto.
And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
So San Antonio going with an... And the Spurs with possession here.
46-26 à la fin du deuxième quart-temps.
DeRozan with it. Last time out he had 13 points. Fast break, the Lakers. James wide open. Again, the Lakers.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Mills, and Davis sends it back. Rondo on top, covered by Mills. Rondo passes to Davis, and it's sent back by Aldridge. In transition, here
Il est
come the
définitivement
Spurs.
trop bête.
Here is Forbes, covered by LeBron. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. Shot clock at 6. The three from Mills. Rebounded by the Lakers. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win
Un
because
3
of
points de
that
folie
bench
celui-là.
production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word.
Score 26. 25 points d'avance.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play. San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray.
Et non, il ne faut
Taking
pas
a look at
défendre
the
en attrapant le bras de son adversaire, ce n'est pas dans les règles.
Markieff Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Green. The Spurs have knocked down.
Le coach des Spurs en panique, hein, il sait que
I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
sa fin est
team
proche.
free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Los Angeles making
Pourquoi il rate? Il n'y a pas de
checked in.
défense.
Green against DeRozan, down low. Poeltl dishes to DeRozan. Spurs passing it around. Wide open look. The shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that will conclude a 4-game road
Trop
trip
bête.
to the left wing. And here's Mills from the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
Some players are what we call quiet scorers.
Oh,
They put
Maurice,
up a lot of
non,
points,
pas
but
toi.
you don't realize until
Toi,
the
tu
end
me
of the
déçois
game
pas
just how
d'habitude.
effective and what kind of points they've put up.
Oh, yeah, especially when you look at two-way players like Paul
Okay,
George
bon,
or
bah.
Kawhi Leonard. Or how about a Bradley Beal out there in Washington? You look up at
Yes.
the scoreboard and be like, wait, how did he get 30? And don't forget about the running mate with Damian Lillard up there in Portland. McCollum, he's a bad man as well.
Out to the right wing. Fires from 18. San Antonio with the rebound. Poeltl's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside DeRozan.
Bah,
To
tu
the
sais que c'est
inside.
épée de speed.
Stolen by McGee.
Tu crois que je lis
And
tant?
here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I love the fire Kuzma plays with, especially inside where he dares defenders to foul him. Well, Kev, for all
Traiton
his
X
scoring
carnage.
talent, Kyle Kuzma,
Oh, la
he
gueule.
wants to be more. I mean, he's working around out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
Free throw good. Kuzma. Murray's checked in for Los Angeles.
Pardon, les Mikaz.
So he gets them both.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
Lyles kicks to Poeltl.
Ouais, bizarre là ce que tu viens d'écrire.
Clock at 6. Rebounded by McGee. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. That's the count.
Not stage.
9 points.
He's one of the top guys when it comes to those catch and shoot jumpers. Kuzma, he loves getting those shots off in a split second.
Faute personnelle. M'en fous parce qu'il y a eu un follow. Pour un follow, je fais toutes les fautes.
Here's Forbes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight. Our State Farm assistant of the game.
C'est là, héros.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And stolen by
Mais ils sont trop bêtes. J'ai pas demandé la balle.
DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Murray, and it's Walker in at the
Rupture défensive, on se cher payé.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now, but during when we played, it was either
Quand ils veulent les défendre, les bouilles.
no both of us. I didn't want
Je
to
veux pas
hang
être fou
around
au
with them
moulin.
when I'm trying to beat them in the summer. But you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends
Anthony,
anyway.
voilà, c'est pour ça que j'ai des stats de merde. Les mecs marquent pas.
I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just
C'est
about
horrible.
Can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well, and that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Kyle Kuzma's
Je sais pas si vous avez vu mon joueur bugué là, mais c'est juste parce que j'ai demandé d'avancer. Putain, et là j'ai demandé de reculer, il l'a pas fait. Ma manette elle va vraiment passer par la fenêtre.
Los Angeles has gone 1 2 from
Allez, avance.
range here in the fourth. Pass to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by DeRozan.
Perte de balle.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Davis.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where.
Mais comment ça, rupture défensive? C'est juste qu'il met une tête. Il devrait pas compter rupture défensive quand le mec est 2 fois plus gros que toi.
32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Out to Smith. Caldwell Pope outside. From outside the arc. No good on that one.
Y a pas un mec au rebond pour récupérer mes balles.
Johnson against Caldwell Pope. And here is Johnson. Morris. And the miss. So it's Los
Bon, victoire
Angeles winning this one
86-62 quand même, hein, ça fait
This
24
crowd was
points.
stunned by the manner in which their team.
C'est pas les Spurs qui nous arrêteront. Ça c'est clair et net. Ah, je suis à 74%. Oula, les Pelicans. Qui sont 15e. On va les taper.
The NBA 2K21 demo is here. And in the demo, you can get a head start on your My Career by jumping in and trying out the My Player Builder. To start off,
Look, it's a nice
A look at the Lakers as they got off the team bus after arriving. Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And right now, a brief look at the power rankings here at the end of
Pas sur le
November.
banc encore.
It's interesting to see how the teams compare.
Comment ça, Green il rentre et pas moi? Honteux, il fait des matchs de merde. Drew Holiday en
Well,
défense.
nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the
chiant.
basketball to help open up
Je vais
and
devoir
spread
attaquer
up
sur
your
Drew
offense
Holiday.
for your guards and your quicker players to
C'est ça
slack
qui tue le
and
poste.
find those gaps. Well, a new start for Lonzo Ball, part of that massive Anthony Davis trade over the
Mais mets-le! T'as pas de
So
défense!
things not working out in LA. I wonder if being away from everything that LA offers up is going to allow Lonzo to focus back in both on playing and on making sure his body is ready for the rigors of an 82-game season.
Pass to McGee. Lakers working the ball around now. Ball against Rondo. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, score the basket.
Oh, il est beau celui-là.
Shot after missing his first
Oh,
attempt.
celui-là il rattrape.
And with the Pelicans, ball can be quite dangerous in an Alvin Gentry offense.
Yeah, this up-tempo style that Alvin likes to play, a lot of it borrowed from the 7 seconds or less offense of Mike D'Antoni, is going to be very exciting. They could be a league pass team as Lonzo Ball loves to advance it with the pass, finding
Bah, il y a...
like Ingram, Holiday,
Ils défendent la
of course,
team à un
Zion
moment
Williamson
où...
on the break could lead to some exciting basketball in the Bayou.
Et les 6 points, direct.
Orchestrating right now, Rondo should be playing with a baton.
And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And it's Davis
Et
with
voilà,
the jam.
alley-oop.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ingram passes to Williamson. No good from the wing. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And there's the pass to Rondo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
In New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
You just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New
Descends.
Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Et voilà, rupture. Bah oui, c'est de la faute de la manette. Je lui demande d'aller vers le bas, il bouge pas. La verticalité a vraiment du mal. Avance!
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Smith finds Kuzma. The rebound by Holiday.
Well, if you believe in the
Je
numbers,
rate
that
tellement
mid-range
d'actions
shot is
possibles
not
à cause
a
de la
high-value
manette, c'est
shot,
terrible.
even with little or no defense on you.
Allez, bouge!
Got it off in time. And he got that
Oh,
one up in time, but
ça paye pas
doesn't
ça.
go in.
Great to see Kuzma working so.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Lakers ahead, ending the first quarter with a platoon swap here for the Lakers. Lakers shoot their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Et Davis il marque un lancer franc, c'est assez rare pour le souligner.
Keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis
Partout dans le
and
match.
the fact that when he was a young
Très serré.
he played the point guard position and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding
Let's go avant-dernière
where he
passe.
can absolutely be dominant
Tout est
and
propre dans cette
control
action.
any
Le
kind of
contre,
offensive possession
la
from
passe.
wherever he is on the floor.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. All out
Et
there
l'interception.
and it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Et le alley-oop.
Finished off by Davis.
Yeah, we've played this record before.
Quel
as
match.
AD is getting on a roll here and carrying his team on the offensive end.
And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along. He was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
Shoots the 3. Hart, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Right side Davis. Over ball. And it's Davis missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Stolen by McGee.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
Be smart, but execute at the same
Perd
time.
la
Let's see what
balle.
they do.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball against Rondo. Now here's the ball. Tight defense on him. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Hart. And that won't go, missing the goal.
Voilà, action multiple défensive. Et on part en mi-temps avec 2 points d'avance. Ce match est beaucoup plus serré que ce que j'espérais. Mais je fais une bonne première mi-temps. Et voilà, tout de suite en plus.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments. Changes for the Lakers.
Je rentre. 3 points d'écart. Ok, le match reste serré. C'était intéressant.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Inside we've got Kuzma and McGee. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's J.R. Smith. Ingram kicks to Redick.
Redick. Joli le Cafard.
McGee against Okafor. Back to Redick. Here's Melly. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Kuzma passes to Waiters. Lakers passing it around. Fires the 3.
Allez, les 3 points.
9 points in the game so far.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out.
Oh non!
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different. Injuries,
Oh là là.
trade demands
Je les
from their
enchaîne.
top player. It was about trying to
Ça
keep
rigole
things
plus.
together. I don't know. Maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Holiday. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
That's in.
Let's
That's his 5th
go.
field goal. He's shooting a hot
Les 13 points.
71%. 5 for 7. 59 seconds left to play here in the 3rd.
Je fais une bête de match.
Stolen by Waiters. Fast break, the Lakers. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
JR feasting on the fast break opportunity, gets down the court, beating everyone to his position.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Redick passes to Ingram. And the wide open shot from Redick. And again, no good by New Orleans. Smith on the wing. Pass to McGee. This one for three. And again,
et encore un.
Well, he now
Quel
has
match.
4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And here's Holiday. 10 points for him. Looking to end the run. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly.
J'ai des problèmes avec le chat comme ça.
And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
To the sense of urgency right now, okay?
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford. There's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers.
Pas mal les gars encore.
He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside.
J'avais dit McGee.
Where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for New Orleans right now, Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. He's out there with Williamson, and it's ball in at the 1. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Even with all of the impressive.
J'aurais pas accès au B+. On gagne clairement le match grâce à mon influence. Hein.
Free throw good, James.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Oh là là, les 19 points.
He's got 19.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
The feed to Williamson. No good that time, and the Lakers take it the other way. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none.
Oh non, la faute. Rupture défensive, faute personnelle. C'est trop cher payé.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Well, Redick used properly can be lethal for your offense. You just can't afford to fall asleep on him.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Lakers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
S'il te plaît. S'il te plaît.
And Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
Ah bah là, j'espère que LeBron James, il est en rupture défensive et faute personnelle. Hein, parce que putain, ça coûte cher à la note coéquipier.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Back to Caldwell Pope. To the middle. And he
Voilà.
uses the glass on the layup.
Quand sur passe décisive, normalement je repasse en B+.
Finishing strong.
Des
This
21
is how
points.
you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Moore with the bucket.
Moore not being denied that time.
Kuzma left side. Murray outside. Another shot. Yep, it's good.
Eh, compte. Le match à 23 points.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness.
C'est moi le boss. Alors là, si je suis pas l'homme du match, moi je comprends pas. Je peux demander un insigne tir. Ça se prend.
At the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, Kenny here. You were incredible. Season high in points, validating everyone who insisted you could make it into the NBA, even after the questions that were raised heading into the draft.
I appreciate it, Kenny, man. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time comparing games because each one's different. Different opponent, different strategy going in. I did feel good tonight, though, man. And credit to my teammates for hitting me on the ball when I could do something with it, you know? Without their efforts, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you now, Kenny.
Voilà, plus 12% d'entente. C'est clean, comme ça on aura accès au takeover d'équipe au prochain match.
Welcome back to Hank and the Hornet. We're joined now by Che, one of the primary architects of this winning streak, and we want to thank you for coming on, Che.
Architect, I like that. No problem.
Absolutely. You got the drawing table out, so obviously you guys are in a nice little groove right now.
Moving and grooving, Che.
What I'm wondering is, what has been your key to success, and can you guys keep it going?
Oh, yeah. We can definitely keep it up. You know, the only thing that can stop us is us. We've got all the talent in the world in that locker room, and we can do some big things this year if we stay focused, you know?
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, sure, something like that.
I met Drake once. He did not know who I was.
I bet he did.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Che, don't mind Hornet. He barely
Started from the
graduated
bottom.
kindergarten.
Took me 3 tries, Hank.
All right, you see what I'm still talking about? All right, look, anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time, so we're going to let you go, but thanks so much for joining us, Che. Always a pleasure having you.
Hey, you got it.
All right, got a quick commercial.
Thanks. All right, bro, peace.
Hey, Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
This is your first time leading the team in scoring.
Meilleur marqueur de
Think it helped
l'équipe.
you become more of a leader overall?
I think you have to earn that over time. You have to prove you're consistent. Anybody can be a scorer, right? But it takes a lot more to be a leader. And honestly, I don't think I'm there yet.
Great. Thanks, Che.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Je peux pas me permettre de dire à proximité de LeBron que je vais être un leader de l'équipe. Oh là, entretien avec le coach assistant, attendez.
Hey, what's up, Coach? Hey, Che, have a seat. I just wanted to let you know that we're all really happy with the way that you're developing. It's coming along.
Hey, I appreciate that, Coach. It means a lot.
At this point, we think you could be a starter.
Wait, for real? A starter?
We ain't just gonna give it to you. Right? You gotta keep working, and then if the game keeps evolving, it's there.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, whatever's best for the team, you know, I'm just here to help us win.
Don't let up. And every day, every game is an opportunity.
Most definitely.
All right, I'll see you practice.
All right, cool.
Go get some rest.
Will do.
Enfin, titulaire. Donc on commence à s'imposer aux Lakers petit à petit. C'est pas mal. Ça se prend. Flash à bout. Oh là. Ensuite, un signe. Voilà, avec machine à tirer. Oh, Washington. Attention, c'est compliqué. Donc là, on est premier de conférence avec 16 victoires et 2 défaites. Regarde, il n'y a que du vert dans l'historique. À part les Golden State Warriors, on s'est fait rouler dessus. On a 6 victoires d'affilée. Là, on continue. On affronte Washington qui va pas être une équipe simple. Avant, on affronte les Mavericks. Où ça va être la même.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can also hit a
Rajon Rondo. Bah, il a pas dit que j'allais être titulaire. Pourquoi il fait rentrer Green? Eh, il y a une couille dans le pâté là. Par contre, je vais avoir plus de temps de jeu, ça c'est indéniable.
You and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we're not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is
Rupture défensive,
you've got to be nimble as an
moyen
organization,
là-dessus.
and you have got to be attractive to them, and I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. It's up a 3. Connects from
Voilà, directement 3 points. D'entrée de jeu comme ça là. Ça rigole pas. On montre qu'on vaut le coup. Washington qui sont 8-8. On est en 16-2.
And seeing where Washington is, they're a team searching for a way to take a leap forward this season. So far, here in the early going, that leap has not existed.
Oh, ça rentre pas.
I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
Pass to Smith. A 3-ball.
Il me compte des ruptures défensives à des endroits où je suis là quand même. Hein. Ça, c'est très grave. Oh, cette passe! Incroyable. Alors là, ça rattrape toutes les ruptures défensives que j'ai pu faire.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Wagner passes to Smith, to the paint. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Kuzma encore qui est trop nul hein.
Just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Passe amenant une faute peut-être? Non, même pas.
That's his first foul. Markieff Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Waiters find Smith. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock.
Ah ouais, peut-être. Mais quand même, j'aurais pu au moins me mettre titulaire pour voir ce que ça fait.
Outside Beal. Baseline J on the way. Kept alive. Eigner can't hit.
Oh, il l'a pas mis, ça aurait fait. Faire 10 à la fin du premier quart-temps, j'aime pas ça.
Wizards lead by 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. One of the premier point guards in the NBA, John Wall, knows his reputation will be defined in the postseason.
My season wouldn't mean nothing to me if I don't make the playoffs. I feel like it's a waste. I love my individual accolades, but I'm more about the team, and if my team can't get in there.
Well, that's the mindset. So platoon swap here for the Lakers.
25-27, hein, le match est serré.
Thomas Bryant is checked in for Mahine.
J'aime les matchs disputés comme ça.
And John Wall subbed in for Napier.
And one issue that has been a trouble spot for the Wizards for years now, outside shooting.
You know what, Greg, last year they made a real attempt to take more threes. So they do that, but then they finished 4th worst in three-point percentage. That is not a recipe for success. Listen, they know they want to be a team that can shoot from deep.
Voilà,
but they've got to
passe.
find more consistency, right?
So on the floor for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. All out there with Ish Smith. And it's Beal in at the small forward position. Hachimura, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect.
Sur le joueur japonais, Rui Hachimura.
But he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the three ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Wizards have gone 6 of 13 so far.
Le problème avec Anthony Davis, c'est qu'il est vraiment beaucoup trop comme une flip.
McGee against Beal. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Beal with the
Ballon perdu, quoi? Non, 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 il a qu'à attaquer son ballon pour l'attraper. C'est bon. C'est pas la faute de ma passe a été très bien. Oh. Très bien joué LeBron, Anthony Davis.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Bryant dishes to Smith. That shot missing, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Pourquoi ça rentre pas? Voilà, là il rentre. 3 points, 3 points.
Productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Pass to Bryant.
Non, reviens en arrière, reviens en arrière. Putain, je suis obligé de faire des grandes embardées, la manette elle veut pas prendre le tout droit, elle en veut pas.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become
On reste à 100% en lancers francs pour l'instant. Hein. C'est un truc où je suis plutôt fier, ma capacité à mettre des lancers francs. C'est là où je suis le meilleur.
Smith on the wing, beyond the arc. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And his coaches and teammates love that.
33-35 à la mi-temps, on a passé devant. Le match est hyper serré. 7 à la mi-temps, je suis en +3. 40% au tir, 2 sur 4 aux 3 points, 8 points de marqués.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Getting ready to come in for Washington.
Il y a combien? 43-38, ok. 5 points d'avance pour nous, c'est pas mal ça.
Gary
C'est une belle
Payton
petite
is
avance.
checked in for Brown. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for John Wall. You've got Murray. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Smith. That's the Laker 5. Lakers working the ball around now. Morris finds Smith. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. 3 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Et ça rentre.
He's got 11.
That is such a tough matchup for smaller defenders out there. He can simply shoot right over them.
Here's Napier. Bucket is good. Boys, what's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, two guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back to the
C'est ça qui me manquait, c'était la machine à tirer. C'est plus simple avec des insignes.
I would agree. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Waiters comes in for Murray. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Smith is checked in. Here's Napier. At the elbow, Smith.
Oh merde, je suis pas à ma place. Je croyais qu'on l'avait récupéré. En fait, j'aurais tellement moins de problèmes s'ils savaient récupérer des rebonds, eux.
Kuzma outside. There's the 3. Rebound by Mahimi. Wizards trail by 7. Fires top of the key. That shot no good.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Pass to Waiters. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound.
Voilà, Kuzma rebond bien. C'est bien ce qui se passe, on leur met 9 points d'avance là. On commence à prendre notre indépendance vis-à-vis d'eux. Oh, il m'a eu. Oh non, pourquoi il a fait la faute? Il avait juste à attendre, il allait le tirer.
Washington shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. James checked in for J.R. Smith. And the Wizards making a change here as well.
Il a abusé, Waiters.
He's checked in for Ian Mahimi. And here's James, he'll bring it up for the Lakers. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand.
16
What
points
shall
là.
we call LeBron James? In this instance, I think point forward will do. Someone that you can trust to run the offense, Kevin.
Wagner passes to Smith. Here's Hachimura. Kicks to Beal. 32 seconds left in the third. Good D by James. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Beal. Pass to Wagner. Inside, Smith. McGee with the block, and he gets it back. And it's Smith missing. Peters for 3. Cranes the three-pointer.
Oh, cette passe D.
6 points.
Il me rapporte tellement de points.
And so it's the Los Angeles
36-44.
enjoying a
On prend le
12-point
large.
lead as
Hein.
they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly. Let's take a listen now to Scott Brooks.
Every time we contest their shot, they make it. Don't get frustrated. Just reboot the computer
Defend again every time. Just keep defending. They're going to make tough shots. Great.
For the Wizards, Mo Wagner's checked in for Hachimura. Bradley Beal comes in for Troy Brown. And it's Napier in for Smith.
Et les 3 points encore, les 19 points.
He's got 19.
The man has no heart, and that's poor.
Je fais un match de folie.
For a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
So on the floor for Washington, Wagner out there with Bradley Beal. And there's Bryant, and it's Wall, and it's Napier in at the 2 spot.
You know, I've heard John Wall call himself the best two-way point guard in the NBA. He is a tremendous shot blocker from the position. There's a lot of competition, though, at that spot.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Wizards. Brown comes in for Shabazz Napier. Back to James. From past the arc. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Les 3 nouveaux points.
He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a
Je fais un
great
match de fou
job
furieux, il faut le
delivering
savoir.
for this team, productive and efficient.
1:25 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Brown, collects the 2-pointer near the hoop. Brown's got 9 points now in just the second half. Lakers leading by 10. Lakers passing it around. Wasted no time on that one.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Lakers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from 3-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really
Oh là 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 là, les 28 points.
Opportunities, and anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get
Et les 30 points. Un match de fou. Le meilleur match de ma carrière en tant que joueur pro NBA à l'heure actuelle. Normalement, je suis l'homme du match. Je viens de sortir un match à 30 points.
He can't hit that time. Davis with some nice D. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
32 points.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready.
C'est la folie ce soir ici au Staples Center où le jeune rookie vient de mettre 32 points. Bon, là, c'est l'abus.
Rebound by the Wizards. Here's Beal. So it's Los Angeles.
89-71. Un match de fou furieux ici pour le jeune rookie Miles GC. Victoire amplement méritée. C'est une interview. J'ai une goutte de soie, je change des trucs sur OBS pendant que tu live. Tu sais, t'imagines à un moment mon live il se coupe. Parce que t'as tout cassé.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset, near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner. We get a chance to catch up with our post-game guest.
T'as vraiment changé les scènes, genre le stream revient.
Man, great game. Nothing anyone could do to slow you down. When did you first start to feel that this was going to be your night?
About halfway through warm-ups, man, there was a little tingle in the air, a little sizzle. No, Jet, man, honestly, man, I know you had these nights, man. I watched basketball classics. Your game was legit, and that's why the fans love you then, and that's why they love me now.
Comment ça suce le commentateur?
Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.
Bah nickel ça.
Career high in threes for you tonight, Che. How long before you break this new mark?
I don't think about it like that. To me, process is more important than results. So as long as I'm taking smart shots, I'm happy, D.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time, Che.
All good, bro.
Can I grab you for a second, Che?
Yeah, what's up?
You set a new career high in points scored tonight. Don't you think you deserve a bigger role on the team?
I'll put it this way. I'm ready to take on whatever they want to give me. I don't back down from big moments or big responsibilities. It's not my blood, my G.
Good stuff. Anything else?
You trying to set me up then? Seems like.
Che, I would never. Unless you feel like giving me a real soundbite.
Nah, not at all, man. I'll catch you later, right?
Alright, alright.
Vous savez comme je suis devenu à l'aise en interview là d'un coup. D'ailleurs, il n'y a aucun risque hein, en changeant les scènes pendant que je stream. Genre, c'est justement ça les tests que j'avais fait avec Lewis l'autre jour.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Merde, la caméra, c'est putain la gueule. Voilà. Alors, des points. Ah.
Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy.
Merde. Tu vois, il a vraiment du mal quand je pousse vers le haut. On passe à 81 général. On affronte les Mavericks. Ceux qui nous ont battus la première fois. Donc attention. Ouais, c'est exactement ça. Oh là, attends, ça vient parler.
What's up, coach? Okay, you're gonna run with the starters tonight. We want to give you a look at the first unit, see how it goes.
What about?
No, I already talked to him. We're gonna do what's best for the team, which means you have got to perform. You earned this spot, but it's up to you if it sticks.
I got you. I won't take anything for granted.
Make this count, Jay.
Will do. Understood.
Hey, good luck out there, kid.
Hey, thanks, Sarge. I appreciate you.
Hey, Che.
What's
I
up?
need you with the rest of the starters. We're gonna take a pic for social.
Picture?
Yeah, okay.
Vas-y, une photo.
All right, gentlemen, let's huddle up here for photo. Get all in there. All right, group up a little bit more. Okay, why don't you guys take a big step back? That look good? Okay.
Sourire, montrez aux gens que vous êtes heureux.
All right, thanks everyone. Thank you so much.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare
On a
for the
domicile
game.
au Staples Center.
And let's go. Thanks, David.
Alors attention, là on va les taper à domicile, c'est pas pareil.
And I'm not too surprised that Che's already landing sponsors. I mean, he has the game, the personality, and he has a lot of people rooting for him.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Cauley Stein, Doncic out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Kleba in at the power forward position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward.
On va défendre sur Luka Doncic. Le problème c'est que Luka Doncic il est vraiment très fort.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
So the Lakers win the tip. Left side, Davis. The kick out to LeBron. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Here's Howard. And the layup is
Voilà, l'ouverture du score.
You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base, those fans will be around for a while, giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
Back to Rondo. Outside, Davis fires at the elbow.
Oh, cet écran de fou.
Jump shot. Good.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Ouais, sur Luka Doncic, ça pardonne pas, je suis trop bête.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Finished off the break. 7 points in the game.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
No good on the three. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Barea. Rebounded by Howard.
Voilà.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate.
Je défends mieux quand c'est pas sur Doncic. Oh, allez, la passe amenant à une faute et une passe décisive. Tout qui est bien dans cette action.
Well, I tell you what, you talk about the coaches in the NBA, they all have PhDs in basketball, and they are always tinkering and making adjustments, Kevin.
Barea, the pass to Doncic. To the paint, here's Kleba. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Tireur, ouais.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you
Passe D.
You know, gotta admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding.
Pour l'instant, je suis à 0 points marqués.
Mais
je suis à 2 passes décisives, ça fait le taf.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Lakers passing it around.
Oh là là. Ils font le show dès le début du match là.
The Mavericks trailing. Berea looking over the floor. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Et la passe
If they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Là j'ai quitté sur le banc. Ouais, voilà. Normal. Et je reviens, on gagne. Donc c'est parfait.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Good on that shot. And with
Oh,
that,
tout
the
défensif
Los
là vraiment.
Angeles lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Doncic.
Ouais les gars, Doncic j'ai une moyenne de 30 points par match.
Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Oh, cette passe de fou furieux. Je suis un monstrueux. Je suis un gros monstre.
Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. That's the Laker 5.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Finney-Smith kicks to right. Lock at 6. With the teardrop, Davis with some nice D. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's James. First shot, first
et voilà, bah oui, parce que d'un côté il y a Luka Doncic, de l'autre côté il y a LeBron James et Miles GC. Miles GC ça rigole pas. Hein.
Now the pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Berea from the arc. Here's Kleba. And
oh, il l'a mangé.
There, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis.
Le clébard là.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
To the wing right side. Here's Berea. Shot goes down.
Incroyable.
Very quick possession right there. Berea's got his first 2 points. Outside Rondo. Right side Davis. And
match serré
on the
encore.
shot, he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Davis is really the total
Et Davis
package,
qui
a
vient.
mobile, sharp shooting big guy who can score
Davis qui
from
fait un match
everywhere.
très solide, il a 12
So
points.
he hits both.
You know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the
Berea,
coaching staff. I think it's always
Doncic.
important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody.
C'est trop chiant. Pourquoi je défends sur Doncic?
Down to the court.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Howard. Trying to get open is Davis. No good from Howard.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our
Putain, ça rentrera pas. Hein.
Enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
In the dunk by Doncic.
Well, this is who
30-31,
this is what we've
putain.
seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And as the Lakers
Il veut pas rentrer.
fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidate with the Lakers.
On regagne 30 d'écart en tout cas. On peut peut-être augmenter là.
Waiters with the ball. Lets it go from deep. And no good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead, heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Oula. Ok, c'est bon.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his
Luka
way to
Doncic
the rim in this
exceptionnel encore
one.
une
A
fois.
lot of points
Troisième
in
quart-temps, je suis toujours à 0
You know
points.
what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Je crois que j'ai moins joué.
Rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic out there with J.J. Barea. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Kleba in at the 4. And year 3, the best.
Voilà, 2 points.
Career. Yeah, you know, he upped his scoring rate, guys,
Enfin.
and rebounding. He became more efficient and undrafted out of college, played his college ball at Florida, and he's made himself a nice home in the NBA.
That one goes. Count it. Kleba's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean,
Putain!
Inside, they've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Got a piece of it.
Oh, la
Rondo
défense.
with the steal. Doncic left side. A beautiful reverse layup.
Pourquoi il est par terre, lui?
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3
Ça
for
serait
3.
mieux passé si c'était pas foutu par terre comme un schlag.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And there it is for him.
And you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Doncic outside.
Je suis coincé.
Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Pas seulement une faute.
Shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see.
Oh, Davis le monstre.
Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Voilà, c'est bon. 62-49. On va les manger. L'honneur est sauf, la revanche est prise.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. 22 points for him.
J'ai plus la défense sur Doncic, moi je
Pass to
pense.
Brunson. The Lakers
Hop,
with the
et
rebound.
voilà, leur bon.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
2 free throws coming up
Provocation
and
de
they
faute,
call the
voilà.
shooting foul.
C'est ça qu'on veut, c'est un bon
Really,
jeu.
the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Continue à 100% dans ses francs. Les 6 points.
And then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Davis is checked in for Markieff Morris. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Doncic. Right outside. 5 on the clock. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
14 points d'avance avant le début du 4e quart-temps. Toute l'équipe fait un match très solide, moi y compris. Plutôt satisfait de ça.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Rajon Rondo, and there's JaVale McGee. That's the Laker 5. And the call
la faute
on the
d'Anthony
shot
Davis.
sends him to the line. Well, the number 33 pick in the 2018 draft.
Ça serait bien passé, mais tant
a
pis.
pretty good start.
Boy, I tell you what, this guy is so solid. He was the Naismith Player of the Year and a 2-time champion at Villanova. No surprise to see him handling this business in the pros because he's all business.
Here's Davis.
Oh, Davis. Heureusement qu'il est balèze au rebond, hein, putain. Bon, 0% aux 3 points, je me serais bien passé dans ce match-là. Je suis nul à chier au shoot. Je sais pas pourquoi il l'a laissé partir.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Voilà.
That's exactly what happened happens when you don't settle.
Ça y est.
That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Mavericks trail by 15. Wright, the pass to Cauley Stein. Wright outside. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's
Il
a
rate.
factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Curry kicks to Brunson. Takes the three. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Et 3 points de plus.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty
La machine à tirer fait son travail.
Always shows through at the defensive end first.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era. Hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee, and LeBron subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Then for the Mavericks, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for DeLon Wright, and Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Kleba's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. Talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP. 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
Los Angeles leading by 16. Knocked away.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Okay.
That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas.
Merde, 16.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
Putain, du coup, je regardais ailleurs. Oh bah, il va me sortir.
Doncic has got 24 points. Boy, the take charge mentality of Doncic on display there. The quick fire approach demonstrates his confidence.
And the Lakers call time here.
Boy, you look at Maximilian
L'homme du match.
the German native.
Normalement,
I mean,
LeBron.
this guy is a very capable shooter, but it's his defense
Anthony Davis. Ah oui,
keeps
c'est
him
vrai
on
qu'il
the
a fait un match
court.
incroyable.
He's 6'11", but has quick feet,
C'est mérité,
which
hein,
allows him to
globalement.
defend multiple positions.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They led by as many as 18 points. James outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Barea against Rondo. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And the Lakers with another miss. Mark, you think of European players, it's usually the offensive end where they thrive, but Kleba is a versatile defensive stopper too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, this guy can shut you down because he moves his feet, he's strong, really keeps driving lanes from opening up on the perimeter, and his positioning and timing make him a good shot blocker too.
Lakers leading by 12. Howard at the elbow.
Oh wow. Oh Davis.
Here's Davis. It's deflected. They recover it.
Mais vous voyez bien, vous pouvez pas passer. Qu'est-ce qu'ils sont stupides. Oh, sortie de balle.
Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Lakers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think that earned the W.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And this victory tonight will even things up in the season series, one apiece. Consider it repayment for the last time these two teams met. They get their revenge here.
Oh non, rupture défensive là-dessus alors que c'est à cause d'un mate quoi.
And you know, when you look at the huge
Le
impact
bouc
he
s'est
had,
pas poussé.
just a monster game for
Ouh,
Davis.
celui-là il
I can't
pique.
recall a play that he wasn't involved in, Kevin. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
Correa, the pass to Doncic. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. And that one, good.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pulls up. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Oh, comment je rigole pas.
Credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put
Plus 15 points. La revanche est prise.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside. David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. Another win for this team, Che, and your win streak is rolling. What do you guys have to do to keep it going?
I don't think we need to overanalyze it. We just gotta keep doing how we do. Everyone's hitting their stride. Things are coming easy. Right now, we're just excited to show up on game day and compete.
Doing it at a high level, and it's translating into wins. Thank you. Guys?
All right, David, thank you.
Je suis vraiment devenu l'homme que tous les médias s'arrachent. Hein.
Come on, not today. I'm tired.
Sorry, you gotta do some media.
Can I skip it?
Not if you want to get fined.
I'll be there.
Thanks, Jay.
All right.
Putain, tu prends une amende si tu vas pas parler aux médias.
Nice work, Che. Keep it up.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Hey, good game, bro.
Appreciate it, Sarge.
Che, talk to me about your first start. How did it feel out there? It looked like you were pretty comfortable.
Oh man, it's so dope. You know, it's always been a dream of mine to be a starter in NBA. Yeah, it feels good, man. I just hope I can build on this, you know, and string together a bunch of good games. Because honestly, for me, it's sky's the limit. And I feel like I don't have a ceiling right now. There's no pinnacle.
Che, do any moments from tonight stand out to you? It's something you'll remember years from now.
You know, it's funny. I remember real specifically that feeling of, you know, waiting for the tip. And just the electricity in the crowd. I remember looking around at my teammates and seeing everyone locked in, ready for battle. It was great, man. I just hope I've, you know, done enough to earn my spot and make these guys believe in me and what I can bring to this team.
All right, Che, you remember Reese from Gatorade?
It's nice to see you again, Che.
Nice to see you too, you know, and I'm really excited to learn more about this GX thing.
Totally. Did Levi fill you in?
You know, a little bit, but I still need more information on it, to be honest with you.
All right, well, I'll just give you the full picture. Gatorade is launching Gatorade GX. It's our new hydration system, and everything about it is completely customizable.
What? I'm with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can design the bottle however you want. Name, number, team colors, all that sort of stuff. And then we have the GX pods, which are basically just a concentrated pod refill. You put that in the top of the bottle, fill the bottle up with water, shake it up.
Ajoutez votre nom. Miles. Ajoutez le logo. Choisissez le logo de l'équipe. Aucun logo. Choisissez les couleurs de votre bouteille. Jaune. Je peux pas virer l'orange là, ça jure de fou. peux pas mettre un logo Gorvcorp là ou un truc comme ça? Bon, il est quelle heure? Moins 5. Qu'est-ce que je fais? Est-ce que je refais un match ou est-ce que je rends l'antenne en attendant que... Sachant que Jeff peut pas la prendre à 18h pile. Ah, fuck it, je relance un match. Contre les Nuggets, ça va aller vite. C'est toi qui va avoir besoin d'un code que tu vas recevoir par mail. Pas de soucis, je suis prêt à le recevoir. C'est envoyé normalement. Pour l'instant, j'ai rien reçu.
Coming right up, the Nuggets taking on the Lakers. For the Nuggets, losing 7 out of their last 10 games has left a bad taste in their mouth. But tonight represents a new beginning, and they want to taste victory once again. Lakers.
J'ai rien reçu, mon bug.
We'll be right back on 2K Sports. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. DA, take it away.
We all
just putting in the extra work. All right, thanks, David. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at Philadelphia. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they're just so locked in right now.
Peut-être que
It
ça lui
doesn't
demande, mais moi j'ai
matter
rien.
who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Le dernier code de vérification, c'est celui que Sidney m'a demandé à 2h du mat.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard. That's Rajon Rondo. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Porter in at the 3. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference, and also it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in LA and say, "Hey, we're the best right now."
Here's James, and James throws
Ah,
it down.
j'ai reçu.
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunk it home.
482, 977. J'ai reçu les deux d'un coup.
Pass to Jokic. About 1 minute into the first quarter. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Sacramento.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes
Et du
down
coup,
to
ça
a couple of
avance
critical
le
plays
best-of,
which you
Aéro?
need to execute in close, ugly games.
Here's Murray following the basket by LeBron James. The shot misses.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
And Davis can't get it to go. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 from
Tu
the
comptes faire
field
une
to
vidéo
start
de
the
combien de
game.
minutes?
Porter with it, picked up by Davis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. It's been a slow start here for Denver. It's a 5-point game, and he gets the bucket.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's LeBron. He has 6. Howard up on top. Out left to the wing from the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. High arcing shot.
Pourquoi d'un coup mon joueur s'arrêtait de courir? J'étais tellement bien.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Millsap with the steal.
Oh,
and now the Nuggets fast break. It's stolen by Davis. Launches the 3.
Ouh, les 3 points.
From 3-point range.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job.
7 feet sur moi.
The wide open 3.
Morris passes to Millsap. So the wing on the left. For 3, Murray. Rebounded by the Lakers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 6. And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Big group substitute. The Nuggets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team. And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure's on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, G.A. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
So for the Lakers right now,
allez, la passe D encore.
The incredible forward pair.
Ah, ils facilitent la tâche quand ils font ça. Quand ils font les bases finalement.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
On va faire des kilomètres, c'est abusé.
Davis kicks to LeBron. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's good, 2 points. He has 5.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
For Denver, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And there's the pass to Jokic. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Davis. Bobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
This is the chemistry Howard has with this guy. It's fantastic.
Oh, il rigole zéro.
When to go for alley-oops.
Murray outside. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Jokic, no good.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him.
Oh, what a beautiful play.
Passe décisive, passe amenant une faute. Tout qui est bien dans cette action. Et le dunk de LeBron par derrière. Donc.
Paul
Tout est
Millsap's
parfait.
checked in for Denver. The Lakers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
This season,
Oh, sauf le fait qu'il rate son lancer franc.
only about 71%.
LeBron,
in
tu
constructing
déçois.
lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Oh, il est
Well,
tout
to
seul.
me, what matters most
Ok,
is
c'est
floor
rattrapé.
space. And it doesn't. A defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right,
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
From downtown,
Eh ouais, moi aussi je peux le faire, ma gueule.
It was a tough first quarter.
Tu veux qu'on joue
for
sur
him,
ce
but
terrain-là ou
it's
quoi?
been a different story here in the second.
Ouais, c'est bon, les alarmes fonctionnent, les potes. Putain, vous m'avez fait une fausse joie, vous désolé.
There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. The shot will not fall. Excellent D from Howard. And here's
Arrêtez!
From the baseline. And good. And
Et
it
voilà,
takes
les
a nice
10
bounce
points.
off the right iron and down. 10 points for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just a great ball movement.
To the right side. Wide open look here for Murray.
Il va pas, c'est pas de ma faute.
The Lakers on offense. They're on a 15-5 run here.
Je fais des enculés.
Roberts knocking that one down. Hondo's got his first basket of the night.
Have they gotten hot here in the second quarter? No wonder they're in front.
Ça aime beaucoup les grosses voitures par ici.
Passes it to Jokic. Over Howard. And again, Denver no good.
Oh, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've had such great...
Thank you, Kevin. Jay, it is amazing how quickly you have adjusted to the speed of the NBA. Is Rookie of the Year something that's already crossed your mind?
Évidemment.
It most definitely is. I aim to be the best. That's what the honor is all about. There's still work left to be done, but hopefully I'll take a step towards that end goal.
Yeah, you look like you're looking for this award, man. And look out. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Évidemment, je vais être le meilleur, qu'est-ce que tu crois? Bon, 16 points d'avance là à la mi-temps. 10 points, 5 passes décisives. Je fais un match incroyable.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Nuggets trail by 16, all fueled up
Oh,
and
l'ambiance
ready
de
to
mort
go.
là-dedans.
Let's reset
On
the
entend le ballon
lineups
rebondir
courtesy of
tellement les
Gatorade
supporters sont
for the
éteints.
second half of basketball. Taking a
On
look
a
at the Nuggets.
éteint leurs supporters.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Monte Morris is out there with Murray, and it's Porter in at the 3.
And I have just been so impressed with the way
Oh, il m'a mangé!
Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. And so here's Denver. It's a 14-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis.
Allez-y, continue à faire des
That's
fautes. Hein.
foul number 2 for him.
Ah putain, il a ramené tout le monde.
Jokic finds Murray.
Il a ramené son armée.
Murray's got 12 points in the game.
Pour les stats.
And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was
Allez!
in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're
Pour
seeing
3 de
a
moyenne.
star in the making.
Ouais, vous êtes tous partis, du coup il n'y avait plus rien.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Down
No.
by 15. Murray, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to
Les 15 points. Hein.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense.
Putain, Namikaze il a lâché, je suis triste. Ouais, Namikaze il déçoit.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
Moi, ce qui me déglingue, c'est celui qui a follow il y a 2 heures. Ouais, je sais, je me doute. J'ai vu les annonces. Ce qui me déglingue, moi, c'est celui qui a follow il y a 2 heures, il a rien dit. Je sais même pas combien de temps il a regardé, tu sais.
Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's Jokic top of the key.
J'ai un follow comme ça si je peux le montrer sur le live.
Jokic just got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
J'avoue, je l'ai pas vu non plus dans les... Qu'on appelle ça? Dans les viewers, tu sais. Et à côté de ça, t'en as qui regardent et qui follow pas, et ça c'est triste. Putain, je suis déjà à 17 points, hein. LeBron il est à 12.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Barton finds Porter. Floats one up. Good on the shot. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
C'est même pas censé rentrer ça.
As aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Martin with it. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth.
Oh là là, je suis passé dans un trou de souris.
He's out there with Kyle Kuzma.
19 points.
Is out there with Howard. The Nuggets trail by 21. Floor spacing now so big in the NBA.
Ah, il en faut une, sinon on va croire que je défends pas.
Put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh man, look at Lopez out there.
Ok.
Bucks. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee. Just shooting threes from.
Ah ouais, là je les mange, mais après eux ils sont mal classés, donc c'est pas grave.
And we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time onto your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better.
19 points, 6 passes décisives, mon gars, je pense que je suis l'homme du match, honnêtement.
And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So, as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room.
21 points d'avance là.
Lakers leading by 21. Over to the left wing. Launches it. Gets the three.
Oh, il est tellement beau ce tir.
22 points for him.
22 points.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Non.
Outside Porter, pass to Murray. Fires for three. No good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
24 points d'avance.
And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
Course au All-Star Game, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, Karl Anthony Towns.
Players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at James.
Moi j'aimerais bien savoir la course au rookie de l'année.
The fans giving him the backing he deserves.
No doubt about it, and it's been an outstanding campaign for him, and he's got to be a part of that starting lineup.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. 6 to shoot. Millsap. He can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Shoots it up. And there's another one.
Ça rentre encore, hein.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to
Ça
start the
rigole.
fourth
Hop.
quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Porter, bounce pass. Murray surveying the D. Just 5 on the clock. He wants to get to Millsap and does. And again, unable to change momentum here. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Rondo against Murray. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And in
S'en
terms
branle
of
de la
size,
rupture.
not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Pass to Kuzma. Outside Rondo. Right wing. Three-pointer.
Oh, il rentre pas.
No good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Deep 2 from Murray. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Rondo.
Et la passe D.
And how about the focus there from Rondo? Doesn't let the D get to him. Able to complete that play through contact. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them
Et la
right
8e
out
passe D.
of the water.
Tu peux peut-être taper le double-double.
Was put on display here today.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Faire 3 points. Non, là j'ai envie de faire 10 passes D pour avoir le double-double. Parce que j'ai déjà 24 points marqués.
To put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Millsap misses. And here is Los Angeles now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Et voilà le double-double. Là, je peux tenter 3 points, mais il va rester genre 30 secondes.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
Here's Barton outside for Millsap. It's the
Millsap.
three-point bomb.
One of those players, he just seems to get better every day he's been in this league, and more than anywhere else, I think that shows in his ability to score from beyond.
It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second
Peuvent
chance
arrêter de se
buckets,
connecter, de connecter
always
le
the result
ballon.
of that extra effort.
From 17 feet out, can't hit that one. So it's Los Angeles winning
Et
this
voilà.
one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting
Un match
for
de folie
something
encore.
to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Great win for this team, and you, Che, were able to score at will down the stretch. Why were you able to carry the load tonight?
Just looking to be aggressive from the get-go. I try to lead by example. Every time I take the floor, I give it, 110%. Evaluating the situation, I can tell we needed my scoring early.
It is physically impossible to give more than 100%. That's what you did tonight. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David,
Big
thank
game
you
tonight, Che. Grabbing the first double-double of your career. Is this a new normal for you?
New normal? I don't know. Could be. but I don't want to put pressure on myself like that. If it happens, it happens. If not, it's all good. I'm still going to approach the game the same way. So, it's no big deal to me.
Thanks, Che. That's it from me.
Anyone else?
No, good.
All right, thanks, guys.
You guys have a pretty nice win streak going on, but I'm wondering if there's anything you can improve on. How do you keep pushing yourself when the team is finding so much success?
Bon, on a envie de gagner.
That's a good question, Patty. To me, my motivation is all internal. And I want to be the best player I can be. Actually, I want to be the best player in the league, to be honest. So, whether or not we're winning, that doesn't matter to me. I'm going to work on my game just as hard no matter what.
Nice game, Che. I bet you wish you could play these guys every night.
Nah, man. Where's the fun in that? I'm a competitor. I want some competition, you feel me? It was way too easy out there tonight. Far too easy. Let's get some real guys in here.
Oh, comment je les ai trash talk, c'est même pas ce que je voulais dire. Ça clavine. Bon voilà, je pense que je vais m'arrêter là. Hein. Il est déjà 18h20. Je viens d'enchaîner, je sais pas, 11 victoires peut-être. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10 victoires. Donc 19-2 bilan ce soir. Restez dans le coin, Jay va pas tarder à reprendre l'antenne de toute façon. Normalement. Puis merci d'être passé. Merci à Namikaze et à Hero d'avoir animé le chat. Et on se retrouve probablement demain. Même heure, même équipe, même joueur. Che vise cette fois le meilleur rookie de l'année.